So hello guys, today we will in this class discuss about cell division in human beings, where we will discuss about also the process of mitosis and meiosis. And this is from unit chapter 6 and from SSC topic. It is class 10th class. So we are discussing cell division in human beings, that is mitosis and meiosis process in this video class. So let's start the concept. What is cell division? Yes. So we will see what is cell division. So we know that cell divides and transform a cell. A cell can be transformed by cell division into cell will divide and transform fertilized egg into baby in 9 months, and the baby can be transferred with the help of cell division into adults in 20 years. The cell will divide and transform this fertilized egg into baby in 9 months. The fertilized egg can be converted into baby in 9 months by cell division, and baby can be transformed to adult in 20 years. So because of cell division, the fertilized egg is transformed to baby, and baby is also transformed to adults because of cell division. So this cell division process is a highly regulated process, and it occurs whenever it is needed. Okay, so cell division is a highly regulated process, and it occurs whenever it is needed. But cancer cells do not respond to this growth regulated process, and hence they divide continuously. But cancer cells do not respond to growth regulating mechanism, and hence divide continuously, they divide. So cell division is a highly regulated process, and it should occur only when it is needed. But when the cells are not responding to this mechanism, they are cancer cells. These cancer cells will divide continuously and also lead to death of the host, we can say. And let's see which are the cells which will divide and which are the cells which will not divide. The cells which divide are bone marrow cells. They divide continuously. Skin cells, all the other cells divide. So this bone marrow cells also divide continuously. So this bone marrow cells will divide and they produce RBC, bone marrow. From bone marrow RBC cells are produced, WBC cells are produced. So these bone marrow cells will divide and produce RBC in every 120 days. RBC it is produced in every 120 days. But which are the cells which will not divide is heart cells and brain cells. Heart and brain cells do not divide. So which cells will divide? Bone marrow cells will divide and produce blood cells, whereas heart cells and brain cells, they do not divide. So what we have seen in this introduction part is what is cell division. One cell will divide into two cells, and when the cells has been divided, then due to the cell division only, the fertilized egg can be converted or transformed to baby in 9 months, and the baby also can be transformed to adults in 20 years. The cell division is a very highly regulated process, and due to which it occurs only when it is needed. But the cancer cells, they do not respond to highly regulated mechanism, hence they divide continuously and lead to the death of the host. And there are some cells which will divide, there are some cells which do not divide. Remember the cells which do not divide, you remember all the other cells divide. So heart and brain cells, they do not divide, they do not have the ability to divide. So now we will see what is cell cycle. What is cell cycle, we will see. So what we were discussing is about cell cycle. So what is cell cycle is the process of cell division. It is actually called as mitosis. The process of cell division is called as mitosis, whereas the time period or the period between two cell divisions is called as interphase. Period between two cell divisions, this period is called as interphase, and this interphase involves three phases. What are they? G1 phase, S phase and G2 phase. G1 phase, S phase and G2 phase. What is mitosis? Is process of cell division is called as mitosis, whereas what is interphase is the period between two cell divisions is called as, the time period between two cell division is called as interphase, and which involves G1 phase, S phase and G2 phase. G1 phase, S phase and G2 phase. So the other one is mitosis. So we will see is G1 phase, S phase and G2 phase. These are the three phases which comes under interphase. The other one is mitosis. So we'll see here. So this G1 phase, S phase and G2 phase, and this is mitosis phase. So what will happen during G1 phase and S phase and G2 phase, we will see now. So during this G1 phase, which occurs in 10.5 hours time, this G1 phase is a what we can say is it is a time period during which the mitosis it is a phase during which the mitosis process will complete. Okay, so it is a period between the completion of mitosis, completion of mitosis and beginning of DNA replication. Okay, so let's make separate. Okay, so it is a period where the mitosis process is completed, and it is a period where beginning of the DNA replication, and here the cell size increases. So these are the changes which takes place during G1 phase. So G1 phase is a phase where the mitosis process has been already completed, and the cells will be ready for the DNA replication, which will begin in synthesis phase. So it is a period where completion of mitosis and beginning of DNA replication, and the cell size increases during this period. So it is called as hence linking period between completion of mitosis and beginning of DNA replication. What it is called as, this period G1 phase is called as linking period between the completion of mitosis and beginning of DNA replication, and cell size will increase. Now we'll see what changes occurs during this S phase. So during synthesis phase, S phase is nothing but synthesis phase, active DNA replication process takes place. Active DNA replication process takes place. Replication is nothing but multiplication. So active DNA replication process takes place, resulting in duplication of chromosomes. Resulting in duplication of chromosomes. Resulting in duplication of chromosomes. So during S phase means synthesis phase, active cell division, DNA replication, not cell division, active DNA replication process takes place, resulting in duplication of chromosomes. Then what happens during G2 phase is, G2 phase is a phase where the DNA replication comes to an end. So this is a period where the time between the end of DNA replication and beginning of mitosis. Time between completion of DNA replication, and beginning of mitosis. This period is called as G2 phase. Then what about mitosis phase? During mitosis phase, active cell division process takes place. During mitosis phase, cell division process takes place. Mitotic cell division takes place or occurs, we can say. Right. So we'll see once again. So just remember that during G1 phase, the cell size increase, and this G1 phase is linking period between these two. So this period is mitosis phase, and during S phase, DNA replication takes place. Synthesis phase, DNA replication takes place. M means mitosis will takes place. So this G1 is a linking period for the completion of mitosis and beginning of DNA replication. So you can see this process has completed, then again the cells will reach the G1 phase. Again this will repeat. So G1 phase is a linking period between the mitosis phase and the beginning of DNA replication. Completion of mitosis phase and beginning of DNA replication. During this phase, cell size increases. So S phase is nothing but synthesis phase, during which the active DNA replication will take place, resulting in the duplication of chromosomes. During G2 phase, the time, what is G2 phase? Is a time between the completion of DNA replication and the beginning of mitosis. So DNA replication will be completed here. Then what will enter? Mitosis phase means end of DNA replication and beginning of mitosis. This is the period G2. And mitosis, which occurs during this mitosis phase, mitotic cell division will occur, which contains 4 phases: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, which we are going to discuss now. What are the 4 phases which occurs in mitotic cell division is prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. Prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. So we'll discuss now first about prophase. What happens during this prophase? Metaphase, anaphase, telophase, we'll see one by one. These are the phases involved in mitosis. So during prophase, nuclear membrane disappears. So I'll write here nuclear membrane disappears, and so during this phase, chromosome will split lengthwise. Chromosome splitting will take place to form chromatids. Chromosomes splits to form chromatids. Chromosome splits to form chromatids connected by centromeres. So during this prophase phase, nuclear membrane will disappear, chromosome contract, nucleoli will become small, and chromosome contract and they split lengthwise to form chromatids. So these things you can write in prophase. Nuclear membrane disappears, chromosomes contract and split lengthwise to form chromatids. Nucleoli also become small. What happens during metaphase is the spindle fiber. So you can see these lines, Noma, these lines. The spindle fibers, these fibers, they will contract. The spindle fibers will contract, pushing the chromatics. The spindle fibers, one second. Okay, so spindle fiber will contract during this phase, ma. So this is metaphase, no. So here what happens during this phase is chromosomes moves towards equator. The chromosomes, these chromosomes where they are at the equator, see this position. Chromosomes moves towards equator, which chromosomes moves towards equator, and they are at these chromosomes, they are attached to spindle fiber with the help of centromere. How these chromosomes they are attached to spindle fiber? With the help of centromere. Chromosomes they are attached to spindle fiber with the help of centromere. Attached to spindle fiber with centromere. So now we will see about anaphase. During this anaphase, this spindle fiber will contract and push the chromatids towards the opposite poles, that we have to write here. So spindle fibers contract and push chromatids towards opposite poles. Chromatids towards opposite poles. So what we have learned about anaphase is these spindle fibers are there, no, these fibers. Yeah, these fibers. So these fibers will contract and push the chromatids towards the opposite poles. So this is about anaphase. So what happens during telophase is nuclear membrane forms two daughter nuclei. Nuclear membrane forms two daughter nuclei. During this phase, nuclear division takes place first, which is called as karyokinesis, followed by cytoplasmic division. First, nuclear division takes place. Nuclear division occurs. Then after nuclear division, cytoplasmic division takes place. Cytoplasmic division takes place, forming two cells, forming two daughter cells. So I repeat again about telophase. What happens during this phase is nuclear membrane forms daughter nuclei. The first nuclear division will takes place and then cytoplasmic division will takes place, forming two cells from one parent cell. So what are the various phases of mitosis? Is prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. So during this prophase, the chromatids will split and they form chromatids. Chromosomes will split and form chromatids. And during this phase, all the chromosomes they will move towards the equator. You can see the diagram. All the chromosomes are towards the equator and they are attached to the spindle fiber with the help of centromere. With the help of centromeres, they are attached to the spindle fiber. In anaphase, the spindle fiber will contract and push the chromatids towards the opposite poles. You can see here and here, they are towards the opposite poles. Here in telophase, first nuclear membrane will form the nuclear daughter nuclei and nuclear division will take place first. That is called as karyokinesis, and then followed by cytoplasmic division. That is cytokinesis means cytoplasmic division. First nuclear division will takes place, forming two nuclei. Then cytoplasmic division will takes place, dividing from one cell and two cells are formed. First nuclear division will takes place, then cytoplasmic division will takes place, forming two cells, forming two daughter cells. So during mitosis, two daughter cells are formed from one parent cell. Okay. So with this we have completed the concept of mitosis. We'll see now about the meiosis. So we'll see the process of meiosis. So meiosis occurs during the formation of gametes, occurs during the formation of gametes, male and female gametes. During that process, during sexual reproduction process, it takes place, that is occurs during the formation of gametes. Meiosis has two phases. Meiosis has two phases. One is phase 1, that is first phase also we can say. The other one is second phase. The second phase is similar to that of mitosis. Similar to mitosis phase, which has prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, which is called as prophase 1, metaphase 1, anaphase 1 and telophase 1. Phases are prophase 1, metaphase 1, anaphase 1, telophase 1. So this phase is similar to that of mitosis. So what happens during first phase is, as parent cells has two set of chromosome. Parent cell has two set of chromosomes. Hence it forms four daughter cell. Hence forms four daughter cell, where each daughter cell contain half the set of chromosomes which are present in the parent cell. Contain half set of chromosomes to that of parent cell. Half set of chromosome to that of parent cell. As the daughter cell contain half the set of chromosome, we said that daughter cells are haploid. Daughter cells are haploid in nature, and this division is called as reduction division. As the daughter cell contain half the set of chromosome that which are present in the parent cell, this division is called as reduction division. So we have seen that meiosis process occurs in two phases, that is first phase and the second phase. In the first phase, the parent cell contain two set of chromosome, four daughter cells are formed. In mitosis, two daughter cells are formed. So here four daughter cells are formed. Each daughter cell contain half the set of chromosome which are present in that of mother cell. Hence the daughter cells are haploid, and the division is called as reduction division. And the second phase is similar to that of mitosis phase, which involve prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase 1. So hope this video will help you guys, and thank you. As I have explained two process in this video, that is mitosis and meiosis. I hope this video will help you, and this is very important topic. Okay, very important concept, mitosis and meiosis. The difference between mitosis and meiosis also, it's very important. Okay guys, thank you then.